I am a mother of 8. I have 4 boys and 4 girls. I have 13 grandchildren. I had one at home at the time I started Kids Off the Block. Her name is Aisha. She was 13 years old. She was running with her little pack of 9 kids from 13 to 15, boys and girls. And the only way I could keep up with her was to, trail her. She didn't like it. I took them fishing and swimming and to the movies because I knew what was out there. Roseland has 98% black. It has 98% free lunch program. So the poverty is, I say it's beyond poverty, because then with that comes a hopelessness of nothing's going to get better. A lot of abandoned buildings, vacant lots. There's nothing there for our young people, which I'm constantly fussing about and trying to get something done. But what got me was they all started jumping up and down saying, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a singer, I want to be a basketball player. Well, that let me know they wanted to do something, but they just didn't know how.
Coming from a background outside of poverty, you have stigmas and of what poverty is, and a lot of it is it's that person's fault. Like, they're doing it to themselves, they're not trying hard enough, and learning that there's all sorts of different levels and problems that go with poverty, and it's not necessarily something that the person did, it's something they were born into, and different things that are stopping them from succeeding.
And it doesn't have a phase. It's pretty much spread out evenly throughout the community.
And I've also been on the other side where my family was poverty-stricken, and I feel like because I've been given the privilege of economic stability and well-being, it's my responsibility to help others achieve the same means, so that we can all be on an equal level.
Change really comes from an organic place. It just comes from identifying a need in the community and doing something about that need, doing whatever you can, putting your time in, connecting with individuals, connecting with your community, and just getting out and doing the work. I think that's the biggest thing. You don't have to, have a team. You don't have to have funding. You don't have to have all of those things. You can really just make a change on your own.
So they started coming into my living room every day, all day. The next thing I knew, I had 20. Then I had 25. Kids I didn't know, mind you. I didn't know these other kids coming in. Those kids told those kids they needed help with homework, research, essays. They just, they needed all kind of help. So I opened up my dining room, and then there were 30, and then there were 35, and then there were 40, and then I opened up my bedroom, and then there were 50, and then there were 60 and 70. And then we couldn't move in our little 3-bedroom apartment. Nobody wants to listen because they think they're all gang members. And they're all bad kids. And I'm trying to, reverse that. Those young people that come into my house, they were looking for something, for somebody to say, it's all right, not judge them, but listen. And then say, how can I help?
We believe strongly at Lyft that our stake in the ground is this customer service model, because we think by treating people with dignity and respect and remembering their names and welcoming them with a great first impression when they come into the office and treating them in an optimistic, hopeful way, that's going to help improve their internal toolkit, the self-confidence and self-esteem and confidence in their ability to navigate this fragmented non-system of social supports in our community and get connected to the right community supports. We think that's going to drive their economic success and help them sustain those economic gains.
At Lyft, we learn how hard it is to find childcare, how hard it is if you don't even have the transportation to get to interviews or the right clothes, and to understand all they're going through and know the best way to provide listening and support to people in different situations.
Sometimes, a lot of times when you can't help somebody as much as you really want to, and when you can't get them what they really need, that's challenging.
When you can't reach the goals that you want, or there's roadblocks in the way, and it's just like things seem, when they get frustrated, you get frustrated.
So you just kind of have to change your strategy and start doing something new and seek help from other volunteers. But it gets challenging when you realize that nothing's happening.
All of our lives are messy, and our clients' lives can be particularly messy. But we are not intimidated by that mess, and you are not intimidated by that mess. And I think it's one of the most beautiful things about what we have to offer to Chicago and our clients.
And I was having the time of my life with these young people because they were trusting me. A mom, they were trusting me with their lives. So I took them into my living room, started writing them little corny raps. I mean, they were really corny. And I invited their parents in on Friday nights, and they got to see them perform these corny raps. And it was amazing. They were so proud of the kids. The kids were so proud of themselves. I was done. I was stuck. That was it. But what keeps me going is the fact that I'm more scared not to do anything. I'm more afraid to just go in the house and close my door and live my life. It's easy for me to do that. I'm 56 years old. I could just be a grandma and, live out my senior years. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I wanna go out and sit on my porch. I want my mom to walk the block. I want my grandkids to come over there in safety. I'm one of those people, they tell me all the time, can't save all of them, and I say, why not? It doesn't take this big $1 million plan to reach our young people. They make me feel so energized. They make me feel so young. They keep me going all the time. They do more for me than I do for them, I believe.
It's rewarding to help people out and to be there for them, and to see somebody very receptive to someone who's willing to be there for them.
When you see a client, is happy to meet with you, you can see that they're progressing. You can see the look on their face when they're happy that something's actually working.
When you see the progress when your clients get jobs or secure housing,
Or even an interview, it just makes you feel good that you were able to help them.
I take a lot of strength from that, man. I feel like it's the best job on earth, and I feel like the luckiest guy on earth being able to vicariously soak in all that strength and resiliency on the daily. We hear over and over and over again from Lyft's clients that what they love about Lyft is you. Your friendliness, your personability, your tech savviness. Our customer service is what we are bringing to the table. In many ways, when we talk about innovation like we are today, Lyft's most innovative, biggest idea is actually the most simple one. And it's essentially like, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Our customer service is our stake in the ground, and that means you are our stake in the ground. So thank you to all of the Lyft Chicago advocates for the tireless work you do on behalf of our clients every day. You are Lyft.
I'll take away just a feeling that there's other people out there that really want to help, and it's not just Lyft, and it's not just in Chicago even. It's just all over the place. There's other people out there. It's nice, everybody it's nice to have everybody in the room that thinks the same way, and you don't have to worry about trying to convince somebody why you're doing it, It's like everybody already wants to help people, so that's nice. That's the best part about it.
Just feeling that real sense of community is a big part of what Lyft is all about, that we're not just alone in this work, that we're all working together towards this common goal.